anxiety. And one of the things about you, Gaur, which I really enjoy, is that you're very honest and vulnerable about your own, well, what some people would say shortcomings, but you know, you're not the master of everything. You feel these emotions yourself.
Yes.
And you talk about them honestly.
Yes.
Because some people say, well, he's the monk, he's got it all figured out.
Yeah.
But you're quite open in saying, I don't always have it all figured out.
Yes.
I feel these things and,
Yes.
and do these things. What do we need to know about anxiety? Do you get anxiety?
Yeah. In the first book, Life's Amazing Secrets, which is the way of the monk here in the UK, I wrote the story of how I had, in one of those talks that you mentioned, you saw this, the ashram, all these youngsters sitting there, and I'm giving a talk and I'm cracking them up and I'm making a grave point. And I was making a point, and I love cracking jokes. I love making things hilarious because it opens that space up. It allows people to be themselves, you know, and then grave wisdom can go in, it can sink in slowly. Otherwise you come and then you just start hearing some strong stuff immediately. It's a little hard for people. So I love to crack people up. So I was cracking a joke and I said, how much does an average teacher save after an entire career? Maybe like a couple of $1,000s. How much does an engineer save after his entire career at the end of his life? Like a couple of $100,000. How much does a corrupt politician, I use the word corrupt politician, not a good corrupt politician, end up saying a couple of $1 million, $1 billion. And then I pointed to my attire. And I said, guess how much does a guy dressed up like this save here in India? Billions of dollars. And then I said, choose your career wisely, guys. Kind of, it was self-deprecating, and in a spiritual space, sometimes people have big ashrams, a lot of money, charities. So I kind of was joking. Now, this talk wasn't meant to go up on social media. It wasn't meant to go up on YouTube. I didn't know they put it up. The ashram team, they put it up. I had no clue it was up there until 2016, when a friend of mine one evening sent me that clip, just that much joke out of context. And then 200 to 300 people that same evening sent me the same video clip. Some were appreciating, hey, this video clip is going viral, you're getting famous. Some were being very strong. How could you speak about men who are dressed up like this, who have a noble purpose to serve? And some were just concerned. What is he saying? And then I looked at it, this clip, and I was worried. I was anxious. Not so much for myself, but for the ashram and the truth that I represent. Right? Like, if it was me, it's fine. I lose something, it's okay. But my Guru Radhanath Swami, the ashram that I represent, I was anxious, of course. And I feel when monks say that they don't go through these emotions, I feel there's a lie. It's a lie. Everybody, every human being goes through every emotion, unless you're a master staying in the Himalayan mountains. If you're a monk integrated with the society, having an ashram, having to pay bills, everybody's going to have to go through their anxieties. So I feel this big lie needs to be busted, right? Even in the world of spiritual leaders and monks, that they don't feel this, it's a big lie, I feel, sorry, right? Yes, I can definitely say that they know how to deal with it well, like myself. I have learned the techniques, the tools to deal with this properly. So I can bounce back like this. If I feel it, it'll probably take 30 seconds, a minute to bounce back. If it's really hard, maybe 30 minutes to bounce back, which probably people would take months to bounce back. That's the difference. Right. So then this video clip, oh gosh, 200 people sending me this, and I'm thinking, and other spiritual leaders in India are going to think, what is he saying? And what I had said, can't repeat it here because it's in Hindi. It was a joke in Hindi, just following this. Could have alluded to one of those men there. That was even more worrisome.
Right.
So then I called our lawyer. One of our monks is a lawyer, a solicitor. So I called him and I said, look, what do we need to do with this? He said, well, I don't think there's anything serious because you haven't taken any names. I mean, freedom of expression, it's fine. But we'll still draft a letter. just in case somebody says something. So we drafted a whole letter that evening, just in case somebody says, we'll put it out. And then, just on time, just I'm lying in my bed. You know, the universe, some say the force up there, some say God. I prefer to call him God. Whatever you say, energy, doesn't matter what people call. I just on cue, you get something that you need just that evening. People have had that experience. What you need just comes to you just on time, as if a magical wand is going around your head. How is this happening to me right now? So I got this infographic. Somebody sent it to me just randomly. And I put it in the book, the first book. It said, do you have a problem in life? No? Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? No. Then why worry? It came just on time. I realized I do have a problem here. And I've done what I could do. Spoken to the lawyer. We've drafted a letter. Beyond this, there's nothing I can do about it. Why am I losing my peace? We'll see what to do about it. That night was such a peaceful night. Deep sleep. I woke up completely fresh, ready for the challenge of the day. If I have to deal with it, I'll deal with it. What is the point getting worked up about it? So I feel it's not that monks don't have anxiety. It's not that there won't be situations where it causes anxiety. There will be things that cause anxiety. We have to learn how to navigate through these anxieties. And that's where then my monkhood helps. I come from that space, and rather than saying that it doesn't happen to me, I say, look, it happened to me once or twice or thrice, and I did this. See if it can help you. And what a beautiful space that is. Rather than being up here and people are down there and there's no connect. Yeah. Say, okay, I'm like you, but probably in a better position. Not in a better position because I am better, in a better position because I was blessed. I was fortunate enough to, bump into this path, understand this, practice this, experience this, and now share it with you.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.